These pills ought to clear up the problem. Let me know if the pain persists, okay? And you're looking chipper today. I told you that cold would be gone before you know it.
Father, isn't it time you took a break? Look, I made you some tea.
Thank you, John. You didn't burn yourself or anything preparing it, I hope.
You worry too much. I'm old enough to manage a simple pot of tea, I assure you.
It makes me happy to see you growing up so fine. Huh? What's going on out there?
Doctor, you have to help us. Monsters are on the attack and people are getting hurt.
What the devil are those beasts?
This will get ugly. John, go and hide. I'll take care of bringing people to the clinic. This way, everyone! If you're unhurt, then assist someone who is injured. We must pull together!
I know Father told me to hide, but how can I? I have to do my part too. Oh no.
Get moving! There's shelter at the clinic!
Keep your wits about you, everyone! I'll patch you up once the crisis has passed.
We can't stand idle with the corrupted on the loose. Let's save those villagers! Are you all right? Get to safety and leave the corrupted to us!
You don't have to tell me twice, but there's still a few left who didn't make it out in time.
We'll do everything in our power to save as many of them as we can.
They'll love you for it if you do. You're their last hope at this point.
There are so many wounded we couldn't get to the clinic. Is it up to me to treat them all?
Father, I'm here to help. If we split up, we can treat everyone.
John, I thought I told you to run and hide.
I can't stay hidden away when there are so many who need my help. After all, Father, am I not your son? You taught me that a doctor does whatever is needed.
My lessons have sunk in, I see. Very well then. Come and give me a hand.
For the Divine Dragon!
Don't know how much use you'll get out of this, but every little bit helps, right?
Yes, here.
I am ready to serve. Yeah!
I'll have to up my weights.
I'll do my best. Emblem Engage.
We fight for peace.
Yes. Emblem. Allow your soul the rest it deserves. I want to help you.
This is the mission of the stewards.
Let's run.
One strike will decide it all. Allow your soul the rest it deserves. Scatter like petals!
If this love is a crime,
It's not safe here. You should be running.
I can't. I'm the local doctor's son. I won't leave until I've helped the injured.
You've got a lot of heart for a kid your age. All right, let's join forces and save those villagers.
I really appreciate the help. My name's John. Now come on, there's work to do.
Wither and fall! Nice.
Thank you for checking in on me. Do you think you could use this? There's not much I can do with it, at any rate. Better it should go to a soldier like yourself.
Sounds perfect.
Here goes! What a workout! Did you see that?
I can still fight. I fight another day.
Unbelievable! All the monsters are gone.
We're saved! And it's thanks to the lot of you.
I'm glad no one got hurt. I was a little worried there.
You can't know what this means to us. We decided to give you this to show our thanks.
Come now, Jean. Give the nice people a proper thank you.
Oh, right. Thank you for saving our village.
We saved it together. You did well today, Jean.
Oh, I introduced myself to you, but I never asked your name, did I?
Well, there was a lot going on. I'm the Divine Dragon.
The Divine Dragon? From the land of Lethos? Oh, please forgive my rudeness.
Don't mention it. Like I said, there was a lot going on at the time.
What brings such a splendid personage to our humble village?
I've been on a journey to defeat the Fell Dragon and bring peace to the world.
The whole world? Wow. If it's all right with you, Divine One, can I come along and help?
Jean, what's gotten into you?
My dream has always been to become a doctor so I can save people, and that hasn't changed. But with monsters running rampant, I might die before I can do that. Look what just happened. At the Divine Dragon's side, I think I can learn to fight and to heal people at the same time.
Well, that's all very well for you. But what about the Divine Dragon? You'd just be a burden.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. Not if what he did during that battle is anything to go by. If Jean wants to come, I don't mind. Though I understand why you'd be worried.
Well, if he has your permission, then I can only ask that you take good care of my boy.
What? You're actually allowing him to go?
Father, I told you, you don't need to worry about me. It's not like I'm never coming home. In fact, when I do return, I'll be a first-rate doctor. You'll see.
How quickly they grow up. Of course, Jean. Be a good boy, a hard worker, and an attentive student. And come home safe.
I will. Thank you, both of you. I can't wait to start working alongside the Divine Dragon.
The feeling is mutual, Jean. I have a hunch that I'll be leaning on you a lot in the days to come.
Thank you.
Pardon me.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh,
Huh.
Indy?
Almost there. Just a little farther north and we'll be at the shrine.
The landscape's gotten rockier.
We're near Brodia. It's all mountains up there.
I'm seeing fewer villages as well. Makes this a good place to hide an emblem ring, I suppose.
Yeah. The closer you are to the Brodian border, the colder and quieter it gets. Look. Not a soul in sight.
You're right. There's no one around. Except her.
Oh.
Take a little look around. Wait for it.
I wonder what she's doing here.
She's crying.
Oh, well, doesn't that break the heart? I'd better help. I am her prince, after all. I won't stand by when my people are suffering.
Alfred, wait!
Oh, what a scrape I'm in.
Hey there.
Huh?
What's the matter? Something I can help with?
I knew we'd startle you. Sorry for popping up out of nowhere and...
Zappy! You came just in time. I'm saved. I lost something earlier and there was nobody around to help, so I got real stressed out. Oh, right. I skipped over the niceties. You can call me Yunaka. Hiya, papaya.
Hiya, papaya?
Huh. I've never heard that one before. Anyway, what did you lose, Yunaka?
It's a little round ring. Kind of shiny with a hole in the middle. Oh, and it talks for some reason.
Come again?
Yeah, I figured you wouldn't believe me.
I believe you. It might be an emblem ring.
Please, go on. What did it say?
Well, if I remember right, it asked me to take it to the Divine Dragon.
To me?
Is that... did you... are you saying you're the Divine Dragon?
Yes, I am. I'm sorry I didn't mention it sooner. I'm the Divine Dragon.
And now that we're doing introductions, I'm Alfred, the Prince of Firene.
Holy broccoli! Why didn't you lead with that? I think I just had a heart attack. Nope, false alarm. Phew.
I'm so sorry. I never meant to impact your health.
Yunaka, how did you find the ring?
I was walking along the border, minding my own business, when I heard a woman's voice. Help me. I'm right here. I'm by your foot.
Huh. You're quite the performer.
Anyway, I picked up the ring and she said, "Take me to the Divine Dragon." But at that point, I had no idea where the Divine Dragon was, so I told her I couldn't help. She knew the way, though. Told me to start heading for the capital of Firene.
Oh, that's good advice. The quickest way to get to Lethos is through the capital.
But on the way, I was attacked by bandits and ran off full speed. And now the ring's gone. I must have dropped it somewhere. Woe is me. Sniffle, sniffle. But now that you're here, you're gonna help me find it, right? Right?
After hearing her story, this definitely sounds like an emblem ring. Probably the Ring of the Dawn Maiden. But that means someone took it from the shrine.
Or it could be another emblem ring. We'll just have to find it and see for ourselves.
All right, Yunaka. We'll help you.
Golly, that's great news! She'll be so happy if you're the one who finds her!
Let's start by retracing your steps. No sign of the ring so far.
Maybe somebody got to it before we did.
Yeah, everyone's combing the area. If it was lying around, we would have found it by now.
You're sure you didn't lose it before the bandits attacked?
I had it on me when I passed through that ghost town over there. Huh?
What is it?
It looks like the town's overrun with bandits.
What? How can you tell?
I'll bet these are the same chumps who ambushed me earlier.
Let's take a closer look.
They've taken over the town.
These are the bandits I ran into earlier. No doubt about it. And that means one of them's got... Aha! Right there.
You see it?
Yeah, a burly guy with something glinting in his hand. That's gotta be our missing ring.
What do you think, Divine One? Is it an emblem ring?
He's too far. I really can't say. You must have great eyesight, Yunaka.
Yeah, I have a killer's eyes.
What was that?
Killer eyes! I've got killer eyes! You know, they're great at seeing stuff. If you ever need something looked at real good, I'm your gal! Anyway, what's the plan now? We've got two problems that need solving.
A stolen ring and a town full of bandits.
The ring's our first priority, but we can't leave them unchecked.
We'll only attract attention if we all charge in at once. I say we split up. You know, send in a small group to recover the ring. Nice and stealthy.
All right.
Okay then. Come on, Divine One. You're with me. Okie dokes. If we go through here, I bet we can sneak up on that guy with the ring.
Slipping through a side passage. Smart thinking, Yunaka. It's pitch black out here. How can we fight them if we can't even see them?
Don't worry, Divine One. That's what I'm here for. My eyesight's so sharp, I can spot baddies even when it's dark or foggy. Till you get your hands on a torch at least. Then you'll see as well as I can. There he is! Let's take him by surprise.
Good idea.
Please, take me to the Divine Dragon.
This looks pretty pricey. This'll net me a nice lump of gold. The boss doesn't need to know about it.
Oh dear. You can't even hear me, can you?
I hear her! That's the voice from before!
That's definitely an emblem ring. Yunaka, will you help me get it back?
Of course, you weirdo! That's why we're here!
Right. Well, thank you. You know, now that I hear her, your impression was incredibly accurate.
Stop. You're gonna make me blush.
Lend me your...
So where did you come from? But my treasure!
We got the ring! Heal us, Emblem of Dawn!
I am Emblem Micaiah. I sense the future shifting. Now victory lies ahead.
Ah, so it is the ring of the Dawn Maiden. Yunaka, I entrust this ring to you.
Me? But I...
She belongs with you. All I ask is that in return, you help us defeat these bandits. Will you join with Emblem Micaiah?
Yeah, okay. I won't let you down. Yunaka, let me show you how to use staves. Emblem Engage! With my magic, you may illuminate even the darkest of places. Me? Okay. Let's go.
As your steward.
Where to? Emblem? There is nothing to fear.
I'm ready.
I will do what I must.
I won't get lost.
This isn't so bad.
For the Divine Dragon.
Looks like we got us some uninvited guests. Snuff the lights, you lot!
You got it!
I hope you find peace.
Looks like our cover's blown. They're snuffing the torches. Don't sweat it. We can relight them as we go.
All right. My prayers are with you. This is it! I live to fight again.
Go ahead.
I'll take this!
That was eye-opening.
Hungry for more! You were beautiful while you lasted.
If this love is a crime,
I will not be afraid.
Sorta like that, maybe?
on our side.
That was a good session.
That's how it's done.
Is it my turn?
And they lived happily ever after. Simple enough.
A noble sacrifice.
Don't worry, I'm fine.
I'm guided by the emblems.
A little late to be saving the day. We killed off the villagers ages ago.
Thanks for that.
Gotcha.
A little late to be saving the day. We killed off the villagers ages ago.
I'm back in action!
What the?
You think this is justice, huh?
That's the last of the bandits. You've been a huge help, Yunaka. If not for you, we'd be scratching our heads in an empty shrine right about now. I can't thank you enough.
It was nothing, really.
I wonder who took it from the shrine in the first place.
It must have been those bandits, right? What's the matter?
I have a, confession. The thing is, I didn't find the ring. I stole it.
Huh?
I was strapped for money, and when I saw the shrine, I figured it might have valuables. I went inside, heard Micaiah's voice, and pow! There's the ring, staring right at me. I was just looking to make a quick bundle of dough. I'm sorry.
I see.
When I learned that you two were royalty, I panicked and kinda, well, lied. Really, I'm no different from those bandits. I'll accept whatever punishment you give me.
Hold on. You were planning to sell the ring?
Yeah.
Well then, why didn't you? You could have run for the hills as soon as the Divine Dragon handed it to you. We're useless in the dark. Would have been easy to give us the slip. But instead, you stuck around and risked your neck for us. Why?
Well, because of Micaiah. When she started talking to me, I got this feeling that I just couldn't shake. I felt like I had to help her get to the Divine Dragon.
Yunaka has shown me nothing but kindness. Fighting by her side, I saw a bright path ahead. When I sensed Sombron's return, I called out in the dark. It was she who answered. I am to blame for entangling her in all this. Yunaka has done nothing wrong.
I hear you, but she did lie to us. As Prince, I'm not supposed to let that go without some sort of punishment.
Lay it on me. I can handle it.
How about joining our forces?
Say what now?
We're on a journey to collect the emblem rings and defeat the Fell Dragon. I know it's a lot to ask, but will you pledge yourself to our cause? What do you think, Alfred? A fitting punishment?
I love it. Our army is pretty lean, so adding a new recruit makes a lot of sense. And Yunaka clearly has raw talent. She could be a real asset.
I won't let you down. Thank you. Both of you.
Don't mention it. And Yunaka, allow me to be the first to say. Hiya, Papaya.
Hiya, Papaya. Back at ya, Divine One.
With that settled, let's hurry onward. We've got to cross into Brodia, right?
Yes. Mother sent a letter to the Brodian King when we left the castle. He should be expecting us.
Good. The Kingdom of Might. I'm curious to see what it's like there.
Thanks!
Huh? Is that... Hey! You're the girl I met in Flora Milltown. Vale, wasn't it?
Oh, what a coincidence finding you here.
I'm glad to see you again. You left so abruptly last time. It really caught me off guard. Do you live around here?
No, I'm just passing through. Well, looking for someone, really.
Who are you looking for?
A person I must talk to again no matter what. My sibling.
You were separated then. I'm sorry. It's painful to be apart from one's family. Do you have any idea where to look?
None. I don't even know what face to look for. We've been apart since I was very young. But they did give me something long ago. This.
What a pretty stone.
It's my good luck charm. I know that as long as I have this, we'll be reunited someday.
I'm sure you will. But don't forget to take care of yourself. Look, your leg's wounded.
This kind of thing happens all the time.
It looks pretty deep. There. That ought to hold for a while.
Thank you. You're quite kind to help a complete stranger like me.
You're not a stranger. You saved my life, remember? That makes us friends as far as I'm concerned. And friends help each other.
Friends?
Should I not have said that?
No. I'm just so happy to have someone I can call a friend. It's like a dream. I can't recall the last time I was treated with such kindness.
What do you mean by that?
I'm sorry, but I have to go.
Are you sure?
Thank you for the bandage. Hope to see you again.
There she goes. See you around, Vale. You're just about the strongest person I know, Marth. How can I be more like you?
You can accomplish great things if you let your bonds with your friends become your strength.
Hey, Sigurd. Having a nice day? I sure am, after my jog just now.
Ah, that would explain why you are the way you are. I mean, only that you are well built.
For all I had hoped to discuss with you, now that you are before me, I am lost for words.
I know what you mean. But we'll have plenty of time to get to know each other.
You still haven't found her?
Sorry, boss. The thief was too quick for us. We lost track of where she went.
We're supposed to be the thieves, you bums. We steal, we don't get stolen from. Well, she can't have left this fortress yet.
Go catch her! No excuses!
Yes, boss.
Boss! Bad news.
Am I about to hear an excuse?
There's a tough-looking bunch headed right for us. They're armed, too.
Typical. How much worse can today get? Whatever. This won't stop us either. Battle squads in position and ready to move. I want our thieves in the treasury now. Once the treasure is secure, get to a safe place.
Got it, boss.
A whole room full of treasure! I'm sure no one will mind if I help myself. Hey, is someone talking? Sounds panicked, whoever they are.
Move your butts and get in position.
Is there about to be a fight? Oh, I'd better find some place to hide. I guess this is my best option.
Can you believe the luck we're having today?
Less talking, more stalking. Make sure your gear is ready before things kick off.
Uh-oh. This is way too many bandits to make a clean getaway.
The townsfolk told us about a bandit base. And I'd say we found it. I feel sorry for all those poor villagers who had their valuables stolen. Precious keepsakes, family heirlooms. Let's see if we can put them back in the right hands. Though, it looks like we're in for a fight before that can happen. I've got this.
I am your weapon.
The Divine Dragon looked at me!
Yeah!
Whatever you need.
As your steward.
I'm listening.
Power blooms in me. Please grant. I want to help you.
Stay back!
For the Divine Dragon.
Pretty weak.
Emblem... I cannot afford to lose.
My apologies. Allow your soul the rest it deserves.
I can still do more.
That's true! I want to help you.
For the Divine Dragon.
This ends now!
I live to fight again.
I am saved.
Oh, thank goodness.
Is it go time?
Did that treasure chest just move? So that's where the thief went.
Ah! I've been found out!
It won't open! Hey, thief, let go of the lid. Don't make me work up a sweat.
Dang! Found me. Only one thing to do now if I want to get out of this. Time to show my skills!
There was a child in there? We have to hurry and rescue her from these bandits!
There's the thief! Get her!
If you think you're gonna catch me that easily, think again!
What's a little girl doing here? This is a bandit fort. It's no place for children.
But you're not a bandit, right?
So why don't you keep me safe?
Well, I mean, I could, but...
It's a deal. Thanks a million. You might not think so, but I'm pretty handy in a fight. Let me help you help me. Time to open up shop.
I'll have to up my weights.
I fight another day.
Let's go!
Oh, you're too nice. I'm pretty tough, you know. Thank you.
Let's run. Raise your sword.
Onward. I will defend, always.
Engage!
Allow your soul the rest it deserves.
There is nothing to fear.
Just what I needed!
Kind of you.
Here I go!
I thank you.
Sorta like that, maybe?
Cannot afford to lose.
Emblem Engage!
Damn you for playing us for fools! You'll never get your hands on that treasure.
Dropped your guard.
I will not be afraid.
I'm here, Divine One. I'm sorry, Divine One.
Unbelievable. All those work.
Yes, here. I am saved.
Fate has brought us here.
I guess today could get worse after all.
Here's hoping the local authorities will keep these bandits from causing any more trouble.
You guys are really strong, huh? Do you have room on your team for me?
You want to join us? I should warn you. Our battles will be much more grueling than that. You'd be placing yourself in danger.
I know I'm small, but I pack a punch. I can take care of myself, guaranteed. Besides, I've got nothing better to do. Not until I figure out where my family went.
You lost your family.
It gets lonely on the road. Maybe if I travel with you folks, our paths will cross someday.
Well, if that's what you want, I have no objections. I'm the Divine Dragon. Looking forward to working with you.
Hang on, what? You're the Divine Dragon? My sails, they're gonna go through the roof! Oh, and the name's Anna, but you can call me Lady Anna. Pleasure to be in business with you.
So, we made it across the border. We're in Brodia territory now.
The landscape here, it's so different from Firene. Nothing but rugged terrain all around us.
Watch out! We're under attack?
Name yourselves!
I would make the same request of you. After all, you are the one sneaking over our border. Identify yourselves, or I will assume you are thieves. This time, I won't miss.
I'm the Divine Dragon from Lethos, not a thief.
I am Alfred, the heir to the throne of Firene, and your ally.
The Divine Dragon and the Crown Prince of Firene?
That's right. Now I would like to know, who are you to shoot at us like that?
I am so sorry!
Huh?
I threatened the Divine Dragon and the Crown Prince of Firene. I'm begging, please find it in your hearts to forgive me!
It's all right. No harm was done.
That was quite the bow, soldier. Must have been hard on the knees. Wait a second. Your face looks awfully familiar. You're not just a soldier, are you?
No, I'm Alchrist, second Prince of Brodia.
Prince?
I thought so. How's it going, Prince Alchrist?
Even worse than usual. I'm sorry for taking so long to introduce myself. Oh, these are my retainers, Lapis and Citrine.
Honored to meet you and your coterie.
Yeah, welcome to Brodia. I can't say I feel very welcome. You still look like you're ready to kill us.
We're merely a little tense. My father, King Morian, received word from Queen Ev that your party was on its way. He ordered us to meet you at the border and formally welcome you to the kingdom. We've been waiting for a long time, and all we encountered were bizarre creatures or bandits. We assumed you were more of the same.
I'm sorry for the delay. We had to take a little detour. Still, if your arrow hit the Divine One, Brodia's standing would have been seriously hurt. Be more careful next time, Prince Alchrist.
I will. I really am sorry.
You cannot be held liable, Alchrist. You had no way of knowing who they were. Was it not possible for your party to arrive in a more royal, more resplendent manner?
This is the Kingdom of Warriors. If you can't dodge one arrow, you're not worthy to enter. Here, the weak serve the strong. Maybe we should give you a little test.
What did you say?
She didn't mean that. Apologies. My country places too much value on strength. Besides, you have nothing to prove. I am well aware of your battle prowess, Prince Alfred.
Oh, well, thank you.
I am so sorry for all this. So sorry. And I'm sorry it's me greeting you instead of someone better.
You can stop apologizing. I'm grateful that a prince is here to receive us personally.
Really? You're grateful to see me?
Yes. Honored, in fact.
How polite of you to say so. Charming as well as divine, I see. Could you do me the favor of being less dazzling? I find it so hard to shine as it is.
All right.
Now, come with me. I can show you the way to Brodia Castle. We will arrive at the Grand Crossing soon. That will take us to the castle.
Good.
Divine One, if I may. I was wondering about something Queen Ev said in her letter. Is it true that Elusia has released Sombron?
It's true. An Illusian we fought told us as much.
I see. We'd heard rumors to that effect, but I didn't dare believe them. Those neighbors of ours. You will need all the rings to defeat the Fell Dragon, right? For generations, my country has possessed the Ring of the Young Lion.
The Ring of the Young Lion.
It has a red stone and a certain gallant aura. Diamant, the Crown Prince, told me he's been hearing a voice from the ring. He's a remarkable person. I'm lucky to be his brother.
You really admire him, don't you?
Oh, yes. He's strong, wise, humble. The king adores him, as do our people. My brother is cut from the noblest cloth. I'm afraid I was made from the tatters.
There's no need to be so hard on yourself.
Ah, there it is. The Grand Crossing. There seem to be a great many soldiers out today. Wait a moment. Those are... Illusian soldiers! They're occupying the bridge!
No!
Finally! It took you long enough. Very rude to keep a princess waiting. Very rude indeed.
Princess?
That would be me, the second princess of Illusia, Hortensia! Now then, hello, everybody!
Illusia's second princess?
Uh-huh, in the flesh. And you're the Divine Dragon.
Right.
Ew, I knew it! I could totally tell. You're the prettiest. It's a dead giveaway. I always thought Lumera was the only Divine Dragon. You could have knocked me over with a feather when I found out there was another one. Wow, those mismatched eyes of yours are something to see.
Don't come any closer! You wicked Illusians aren't worthy to approach the Divine Dragon.
Huh, nobody asked you, Brodian. Besides, we're not the wicked ones, you are. My father says Brodia is a greedy, barbaric country. You're always invading our territory, taking our land. It's the worst. Do you know how many people you've hurt? Not just soldiers, but regular people.
We're not just invading to expand. We are keeping your vicious, unpredictable kingdom in check. I take it you're retaliating? Launching a full-scale invasion to take your revenge?
Hardly. I couldn't lead such an ambitious attack. I'm just here to take your rings. By order of my father, King Hyacinth.
He told you to do this?
Yep. Now, if there are no more questions, fork over the goods and we'll all go home breathing.
Never.
Aw, I thought nabbing your rings would be the easy job. Lucky big sis getting to attack the castle instead.
The Crown Princess? She's going to attack Brodia Castle?
Oops. Probably shouldn't have said that.
We must go right away.
As if I'd let you pass. My father's gonna be so proud of me. All Illusion soldiers, forward march! Get me those rings!
We must deal with them quickly and return to the castle. There's not a moment to spare.
Of course, Prince Alchrist. Leave it to us. I wager we'll be back in time for dinner.
Such confidence. But I'm still concerned about casualties. I will protect you both.
So brave. But, as your retainers, it's really our job to protect you.
Now then, get behind me.
Huh? Oh, Alchrist, don't be ridiculous. You're an archer. You should be at the rear.
Hang on! Citrine! You should also be in the back!
You two...
Looks like it's starting. To your positions, everyone.
Oh, the Divine Dragon is absolutely...
Absolutely not as cute as we are?
Right, exactly.
That's the spirit. Outshine the enemy, and then defeat them. Now, let's steal those rings and do Hortensia proud. Ready to start?
Yes, Rosado. Let's make quick work of them.
I am your weapon. Your final moment. For the Divine Dragon.
Prince Alchrist, Citrine, stay back! I'll handle this. I can knock down anyone who stands in our way.
I'm still alive? Huh.
I'm prepared. Very well.
Let's hear it.
So kind of you.
I'll do my best.
Yanaka here. Whatever you say.
Me, right?
Say the word.
I will do what I must.
Let me at him.
We've had such a wonderful time playing together, haven't we, Divine Dragon? Speaking for myself, it's been lovely. So I hope you don't mind, but I brought a friend along to join in the fun.
That's an emblem. But how? How is she here without my summoning her?
Look at your face! You silly Divine Dragon. Did you think emblems were just a you thing? Not by a long shot. Yeah, it's a pretty cool trick, huh? I'm so glad I'm able to use it. And it's all thanks to Lord Sombron powering up this ring. It's called the Ring of the Princess Exile. Am I right?
That's one of the rings my mother was protecting. Give it back!
Yeah, not gonna happen. It's Illusia's ring now. But if you really want to see it one last time, come a little closer. I'll give you a good long look.
That emblem is a formidable foe. Nearby enemies can join in her attacks. We'll have to be careful.
I won't forget you.
I fight another day.
That's how it's done.
A right and proper end.
I'm ready.
That was a good session. It's just a scratch. Emblem? If this love is a crime.
This time, victory was mine.
That feels way better.
I can't believe I did that.
Please. I want to help you.
Gotcha. One strike will decide it all. Gotcha!
I'm getting hungry. And they lived happily ever after.
The strength of the stewards!
Thank you. Let's go! Here! Me first! Ready yourself.
for that?
I owe you for that.
It's your lucky day, cutie. You get to fight me.
You got an emblem ring? Better cough it up! I will never give up!
I'll help. Were you watching over me?
And they lived happily ever after.
If I can, I shall.
Lend me your...
Return the ring.
No way! I'm the one who's after the rings. We could have done this the easy way, but no! You had to be stubborn.
I'm stubborn. My prayers are with you. This is it!
What?
I live to fight again.
Now I've done it. I'm sorry, Hortensia. I have to retreat.
I'm going to ask you nicely. Please die.
Quick change! Me first!
Let's...
Here! Oh, I lost. No fair! Well, you're not getting my ring! I won't let Father down! This is so frustrating! Rosado! Goldberry! All soldiers, retreat!
They fled in a hurry.
There's a lot of damage to the bridge. It may take time to find a safe path forward.
We didn't recover the emblem ring.
We didn't lose any either. And most importantly, you're not hurt. Let's call that good enough.
You're right.
It is plain now that Queen Lumera's stolen rings lie in Illusia's hands. In which case, we can deduce that they possess 5.
5?
Yes, counting the rings taken from Lethos Castle. The rings of the Sage Lord, the Azure Twins, the Instructor, and of course, the Princess Exalt. Princess Hortensia was wielding the latter, as you'll recall. Besides those 4, there was one entrusted to them by your forebears.
Which one?
If I may, I believe it's the Ring of the Lady of the Plains. The king favors it, or so I've heard. He keeps it in his personal chambers.
His chambers? That's odd. Firne's ring has a hall in the castle all to itself. Where does your kingdom keep its ring?
Like Firene, we store ours in a special gallery in the castle. Speaking of which, how soon might we be able to depart? I really am worried about the situation there.
The soldiers should be back from patrol soon.
Let's prepare to leave.
Thank you. If anything has happened to my father or brother, I don't know what I'll do.
right.
Almost done. That's the last of them. The village is finally safe. But it's still not good enough. I have to be strong. Strong, just like you were. I still miss you so much. And I think about what you said to me all those long years ago. Where are you, sister?